Good morning, friend. Good morning to you from Asheville. My name is Taylor, and today I want to talk to you about semen retention and share some personal experiences I've had with this practice and why I think it's amazing and why I recommend it to guys and what it is even that I recommend. And if you're somebody who's skeptical about the practice of semen retention, that's awesome. That means you're using your brain to think critically about some, this practice that a lot of people are saying really crazy shit about on the internet, like all over the place. Semen retention will not make you immortal. It's not going to solve all your life problems. It's not going to give you x-ray vision. It's not going to make your biceps become the size of your thighs. That's just, there are limits to this practice. And it is an incredibly life transformative practice too that has completely changed my life. I make more money through the practice of semen retention. I have better sex. I have better relationships. I have better friendships. I feel more confident and more alive overall. And to me, it's like, why would anybody not do this practice? Why would anybody not approach their life with intentionality around what they put into their bodies and what they release from their bodies in sex? It's these traditions where semen retention comes from, they're thousands of years old. Yogic sexuality, tantric sexuality, there's countless books and texts written about this stuff. And these people were definitely onto something. So, personal stories. I came across the practice of semen retention accidentally years ago, actually. I don't remember how many years ago, 6, 7, something like that. I was in a phase of life where I was in a relationship with an awesome woman and I was addicted to porn. And I was watching porn regularly. I was ejaculating regularly to porn and also in sex. And I started to experience this loss of attraction to my partner, loss of desire for connection with her. And we would fight more and I would have that urge to be pulled to look at porn more. It was like a drug, honestly. And I didn't want to live that way because, in addition to that, I was struggling with erectile dysfunction from porn and also premature ejaculation too, it was a total head fuck of an experience. And I had low sexual confidence and all this stuff. So I started doing some experiments and I started reading different books that I could find. And I started noticing that if I had sex or I self-pleasured and I did not ejaculate, there was some more energy there. There was some more zest there. And specifically, if I did not watch porn for a week, then I noticed that my attraction to my partner increased and my desire for sex with her increased and our relationship improved, So I started playing with these different variables of not watching porn and also not ejaculating. And I found that the less I watched porn and the less I ejaculated, the better our relationship became and the better our sexual experiences became too. And my challenges with erectile dysfunction, went away when I stopped watching porn, which was pretty amazing. And I had to go through a long period of this to get there for sure. And it was challenging, but it worked. And it was mind-blowing to me. And so then I started to dive deeper into this practice of not ejaculating every time. And I realized there's really something to this. It's not just some shit people are saying in books for the sake of writing books. It's like there's a reason this practice has survived generations and generations and generations and continues to be passed on. It's because when you're intentional with your sexual energy, when you're intentional with your life force energy, you are more alive, you're more confident, you're more just with it, and it's amazing. So how this showed up in my business life before I even started doing the sex education stuff was that I was a commercial photographer, a commercial filmmaker, and I was doing all these big jobs for big companies. I worked for Facebook, I worked for Google, I worked for lots of well-known companies, and it was great. But when I really stepped into the practice of semen retention, my overall life confidence increased, my zest increased, my levels of mental clarity, my sustained mental clarity increased. And I was more able to negotiate contracts with confidence and ask for what I want and not accept less for an answer. And it literally started to increase the amount of money I was making just through my negotiation without having any negotiation training at all, but feeling that fire and that zest from not ejaculating all the time and taking that energy and bringing it up into my body. And I was still ejaculating, but I was figuring out a frequency that worked for me. And this is a cornerstone of the practice of semen retention, is finding out your ideal ejaculation frequency. And this whole 21-day course that I have coming up, yes, we're going to attempt to retain for 21 days, but beyond that, I'm not going to encourage you to regularly retain for 21 days. I'm going to encourage you to figure out your ideal ejaculation frequency, because there is one for your particular age and your lifestyle and your relationship habits and all this stuff. And when you find that, that's the gold spot. That's the money spot. That's where you're existing in your ideal state of homeostasis, you know? And yeah, it's great. It's great to find that space. It's great to find that space for sure. And for me right now at 35, my ideal ejaculation frequency, it varies a little bit, but it averages about once every 7 to 14 days, depending on the weather, depending on my activity level, depending on a whole bunch of variables. But if I ejaculate 2 times in a 7 to 10 day period, it's no good for me. And I do experiments around this, you know, semi-regularly, just to check myself to make sure, is this something that is just in my head or is this legit, you know? And I find that when I do ejaculate more frequently than is my ideal, yes, I could go out and I could do manual labor and I could do tasks that require work, but my level of mental ingenuity and my ability to hold a certain state of presence, it's just not there in the same way. There's a zest and there's a fire it's just not there, you know? And so while, again, I could do some sort of work for sure, I couldn't come up with anything new. Like my levels of my ability to create something new or to deliver an idea in a powerful way, it just wouldn't be the same. And how you're experiencing me right now in this moment as I'm talking to you, the past 2 days I've had sex, yesterday and the day before, and I did not ejaculate. And during those sexual experiences, I did have multiple orgasmic experiences, and I did intentionally choose not to ejaculate and instead bring that energy up into my body and integrate it. And so if you're feeling some sort of presence or energy from me right now, that is in part from me choosing to harness that power and be able to channel it through speaking and through delivering concepts and ideas and just being present with you right now. And that's like, it's pleasurable to me. You know, it's not just I'm doing this because I think I should, but to me, life feels better this way when I'm not just letting my energy go all the time, but when I'm harnessing it. And I know I'm using terms like letting energy go, right? Letting the energy go, letting energy go. What's really happening when you have an ejaculatory orgasm is you are releasing sperm. Yes, you're releasing semen. You're releasing sperm if you don't have a vasectomy, but you're releasing all this fluid, but you're also creating a huge cascade of neurochemical and neurological and physiological events in your entire body that are triggered with the ejaculatory orgasm that puts you into that state of refractory period. So even if you don't want to think about it as losing energy, just think about it as an ejaculatory orgasm puts your entire system, your brain, your physiology, your body, like everything, into a different state than you were before you had that ejaculatory orgasm. And this state is a state of non-peak performance because you have just told your body that you have completed your mission as a sexual being on this planet. You have procreated the species when you've had an ejaculatory orgasm, and therefore you're done. You don't need to do anything else, so you can rest. So why would you think that after you have an ejaculatory orgasm, that would be the perfect time to get up and do some really complex mental tasks or try to build a business or anything like that? It just fundamentally doesn't make sense when you think about, you know, what, as a biological creature, what an ejaculatory orgasm is. So I'm realizing I'm looking at this as 9-minute video right now. Yeah, if you're still with me, awesome. Like, I think this practice is really fucking powerful. And I created this 21-day course specifically because a period of my life about 2 years ago, I gave myself the gift of going through an extended period of time where I did not ejaculate. I did not look at porn. I regularly did sexual qigong. I regularly meditated. I regularly did journal exercises around the life that I wanted to create. And this period was so powerful for me. This period reoriented my life and anchored my purpose into my body. And I've not been the same since. I really haven't. And it's what gave rise to this whole business. You're watching this video because of that time period. If you've ever taken any of my courses, it's because of that time period. It was so pivotal to me, for me to really commit to myself and give myself that time. And I want that for you. I want you to have a period of time in your life where you just fully commit to yourself, where you fully commit to harnessing your sexual energy, building and harnessing it, and literally putting it into your life to create the life that you want. It's so powerful. So if you want to give this to yourself, if you want to go on a journey of really cultivating your energy and creating the life that you want, getting clear on your purpose and actualizing it in your life, then there's a link beneath this video. Check out the course. Let me know if you have any questions. I would love to go on this journey with you. And even if you don't go on this journey, I hope that you at some point in your life have a period of time like this, because it's so powerful, it's so important, and it's so easy to get distracted by everything in our life, from sugar to advertisements to excess ejaculation and porn, and to not be on our path and not really commit and give to ourselves. So give yourself time, give yourself space, take this course or don't. Whatever you choose, just give that to yourself, because the world needs more people doing that. All right, I'm going to cut it there. I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. I'll see you next time. Cheers.